Okay, so little bits of extra toy news came out this week. So that gives us the opportunity to talk about it. But before we do that, so I need to touch upon some other toy news that came out last week and I didn't get to talk about because I was too busy talking about SHMA. And it's this one, the Godzilla 1989 exclusive edition from Godzilla vs. Biollante. And, well, the figure does look cool. This is just like a repaint of a mold that they had already. It's a good mold. The only difference here is that they just had glowing blue spines to the middle. But for some reason they didn't continue it down the tail. Is that accurate to the movie? Please tell me in the comments. Because I don't remember. I haven't seen a Heisei movie in a while, so maybe I should go redo that. Yeah, there's not really else much to talk about. It's just like a small repaint. I wish it had an atomic breath piece. Everyone did, but it just comes with the figure. Like, he had the glowing blue spines, and, like, the new, like, barely anyone has an atomic breath piece that goes for this figure. Like, barely anyone. So, like, the you should have it already thing doesn't apply at all. Because, well, I don't even have one. So, yeah, it's a shame. I wish we keep getting more accessories. They keep getting all the accessories to King Kong and the other monkeys. They keep adding accessories to King Kong and, you know, all likes like him, like Scar King. But Godzilla, nope, he's dry on accessories completely. Except for like the 20th anniversary, or not the 20th anniversary, 70th anniversary 1954 figure, which is now, by the way, going for about $100 because it got bumped up. So yeah, that's fun. And this one goes for 9,900 yen, which I think is around like $70. But since the same thing happened to the 70th anniversary one, it may get bumped up to $70, or not $70, $100 as well. So yeah, that's fun. It says the release date is July 1st. I don't know if that's pre-orders or like the actual figure releasing. It's July 2nd, so by all means, if you want to go ahead and get it. There's not really else much to talk about. That's pretty much it. So yeah, that concludes that segment. Just need to do that. Now it's time to get to the actual news on Twitter, the Articulation series, which is the same series as you know SH. A while back, not that far back, like a little bit, released these images. This is a factory sample of a new Godzilla Evolved prototype. And yeah, this is going to be probably the main point of the video. Just wanted to talk about it because I think it looks really good. People with the untrained eye are probably going to be like, this looks like exactly the same. Yeah, it does. It does. Um, but it's all mainly just internally because, like, it's just trying to modify the, you know, the articulation inside. All the articulation mechanics are internal. And it's cool to see. Good. Pardon me. You got this first pose here, which is like a running pose. He has to use a stand in the background to keep him up because he's a little, there's more weight to the top of him, especially in that pose where he looks a lot more top heavy. Moving on to what I like to call the curled up shrimp. He looks like a curled up shrimp, or at least his tail does. And this just showcases the amazing articulation that the tail will have. That's really cool. Another thing to note is that the articulation points end all the way at this very little tiny tip up here. It looks like. Could be wrong. I mean, it's in a straight line though. I hope it does, because it looks like it does. The original mold, or not the original mold, the classic Monster vs. Godzilla mold that we've seen like for years now, doesn't have that feature. It's like one solid piece by the end of these 3 points. So if it can continue on, that is an upgrade. Also, not to mention just the upgrade of the posability itself. The previous Monster vs. mold could not do this. They limited his tail articulation by like a tenfold. It's crazy, especially compared to the 2014 figure, which had pretty decent tail articulation. I do know that they fixed it in later figures, but this is just on a whole new level. Love it. And now for the good shot here. Uh, Dream Face Real Type B. This is a profile image with him looking to the left, and wow, wow, that looks nice. That looks really good. In terms of the articulation, of course, the molding still also looks good. I mean, like, they got the mold right. Looks like they're good on the molding part. It looks like it just needs to be touched up in a few spots. For example, like the crease along the nose, showing that the head was probably glued together. But yeah, this is also the figure that's utilizing the Haya Toys head or neck piece. You know, with like the three layers. It's not using the turtleneck head. So yeah, and the head before could not do this. I'm talking about the Haya headpiece. It could not do this. It could not move that much. So I guess they must have taken it and then just modified it a bit, which is cool. And hopefully, Haya utilizes or like takes notes from this and utilizes the same system. That way they can improve upon their figures. And it makes sense why they would just try to cram as much articulation in this at all. I've heard some people say like, well, less is more when it comes to articulation. Like, they can't put less. It's called the articulation series. The whole conceit about this is the articulation of a figure. So it has to be like good and do move a lot, which means there's going to be some errors in the manufacturing, and like not every single ball joint can be accounted for because there's just so many of them. This is classic, but we're not dumb people. We can always modify ourselves. Um, you know that stuff. And by the nature of there being more ball joints, it also means that SH figures are more prone to modding. You can mod them a lot more with 3D printed pieces, which is actually really cool. Doesn't mean you can't do the same with Haya. It's just a lot easier with SH because there's just a lot more ball joints. You don't have to remove like a whole middle section, like a whole chunk of a figure. So yeah. And they also released another image up here. Showcases the entire line up to now besides original Godzilla. And this also gives a clear look at Shimo's size. Now, the size portion was a main point in my last video. Like, just the absurdity of the size. There were some, like, paper cutouts that people were posting around of, like, the estimated size. I recommend you go look at those. And it shows the size, and yeah, it just doesn't make much sense why it's so much bigger. I should probably, like, tell you my actual complete thoughts on Shimo now that I've had time to digest it. And my thoughts are pretty much very similar. It's just like I don't think it's a bad figure. There's still some work put into it. Like if this figure is gonna do bad, it's not gonna be completely from lack of effort. Although it may be a factor in it. I do like the articulation on it. But all in all, I just think the figure is just kind of meh, you know. Like I'm not much of a fan of it. I prefer the Haya. The Haya sold me on this a lot more. Some people did note out that I do contradict myself several times in my videos. And yeah, I should probably tell you these videos aren't scripted. These are just trying me to piece together raw thoughts. So if you want me to elaborate on anything on my thoughts, just ask me in the comments. Ask me politely. I will gladly tell you my actual like complete thoughts. Also, something to note that someone in the last video, I'm not gonna point out names, called me out for saying the forbidden thing apparently, and it's like the if you don't like it, don't buy it thing. But they completely misunderstood what I was actually saying. Not just the reason why I said it, but just the entire thing. I said that like I was trying to say, if you don't like it, please don't waste your money. That's what I was trying to say. I wasn't trying to say, like, don't criticize it. I criticize it. I'm criticizing it. Anything is open to criticization. Criticization. That's a weird word. Anything is open to criticism. I don't think criticization is even a word. I am stupid. Anything is open to criticism. Even, like, promo images. And these are promo images. Now, I know I did say in the past that a figure does look better in hand, but the whole job of a promo image is to sell you on buying said figure. And these promo images don't really do that. Someone posted about down here. Yeah, this perfectly sums up. These promo images don't really do that as well as the Haya. And I'm probably going to be comparing it to Haya a lot here because, well, that's the name of the series. Read the title. That's the name of the series. It's called SH vs. Haya. So yeah. Just when it comes to this, I'm just not sold on it as much as I am with this, because this is just more movie accurate. And I know I have said before that movie accuracy is not always better, but in this case, I do prefer the way the movie model looks. If you're gonna change something, make sure you're changing it for the better and not for the worst. Because with this, I really don't like that there's no membrane on the head. It makes it look like a whale mouth. I'm fine with more lanky proportions. I don't think it's skinny. It's just more lanky because it's just longer. She does still have some meat on her bones. So it's not, in my mind, this doesn't really look like the Playmates to me. It looks more like the movie Monster Series, though. Like, just look at the movie Monster Series and, like, it looks exactly like this. Or is this actually, it looks like it was ripped from the movie. Uh, this is just like one for one. And the painting's just better. It has a nice brown and black wash throughout the entire body. It has a lot more of a glistening effect on some of the larger pieces. The head actually looks movie accurate. It's got like more painted pieces here. Neck has just more spikes in general. The spikes don't require like specific lighting; they just look good from every angle, which is nice. I do like light piping and stuff like that, and like light bleed through. But eh, I just prefer when it just looks good from all angles. That way, I don't have to control the light. But yeah, in my mind, it's not too bad of a figure. But compared to Haya, I don't see any reason to pick this up over the Haya. But if you are, I am not going to judge you. I will support you if you want to buy this because someone in my comments says that they want to pick this up, and I see you, Goji Slayer. Thank you for the support. By the way, I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you, Goji Slayer. Um, they say they want to pick it up, and I support them. If they want to do it, by all means, take. I don't really want to say take the bullet for us, but go into the go into the go to the other side and just see how it is for us. That is always helpful. I guess it is kind of taking the bullet for us, but I don't want to be so negative about it. And yeah, that really just kind of pieces that straight off. That's like my whole thoughts on Shimo over here. I should probably tell you my thoughts on the entire line. I think I said this before, but Godzilla is just the best out of all of them. The entire line, including original Godzilla from this line, Evolved Godzilla is just the best out of all of them. Scar King and Kong, you kind of have to pair them together in order to get the Beast Club from Kong, because he's with Scar King. Because they just weren't expecting, the figure to, it was just like a big mishap. But it's fine. Scar King is a so cool figure. I do like them. I think they're alright. It is a bit trippy seeing Scar King a little bit taller than King Kong, but then again, um, King Kong kind of humbled Scar King throughout the entire movie, so maybe it's about time to make him seem a little bit more opposing. And then Shimo is Shimo. I got nothing more to add. Shimo is just Shimo. you just heard my thoughts on her. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the line in general. And now, just want to. That pretty much concludes like everything that from. That pretty much concludes toy news. So if you got what you needed, feel free to just click off now. I won't judge you. But now I need to transition over. I will transition over to more personal matters. First of all, I want to say thank you guys for 40 subscribers. I don't know if I said that last video, but we reached 40 subscribers, which is really awesome. Thank you guys so much. And we're still climbing. Still climbing. You want me to see where it goes? I will check it right now, actually. 43 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. That is really, really nice. And thank you guys in the comments. I do like to hear y'all's opinions in the comments. So by all means, please post about it in the comments. I will read it, and I will try, and I will respond if I want to, if I find a reason to respond. Like if it's a question or just like thanking you for something, I will respond. Because I see all y'all's comments. I see every single one. I appreciate it. Should also probably close this off by saying where my channel will go after I got my hands on all these figures. Well, not this figure, the higher version of this figure. So by the end of this year, I will probably have Evolved Godzilla, Kong, Scar King, SHMA, and a fifth monster that they show in the movie, the secret kaiju I keep talking about. I'm not gonna spoil it. You know, just to respect the people who haven't seen it. If you haven't seen the movie, go watch the movie. It's a good movie. A lot of heart, and also very fun. So yeah, I'll review those 5 monsters by the end of this year. Try my best anyway. I know I could probably get the 4 down. Getting the 5th one is gonna be hard. There's already a figure out for it. Though there's already several figures out for it. But if not, I can probably figure out something. But once I'm done with that, and go away, Windows. Once I'm done with that, after that, I think I may actually just be done with toy news. Now, like, when I say that, I don't mean like I'm quitting toy news entirely. I'll still probably peek my head in now and then, but like I'll probably move on to other things. Like, I never wanted my channel to be like a toy news channel or like a toy channel. It would have been cool if that was a side gig, but not like my entire channel. I never wanted that. This all just happened when, this guy just popped out of nowhere and I just want to talk about him. So, yeah. After that, I may move on to other things. For example, I do like to draw. I do draw some stuff. I have been thinking about drawing some stuff in general. So, that may be something. I could also try gaming. I do like to play video games, as you can see from the Halo Master Chief helmet. I love Halo. Halo's like my favorite gaming franchise of all time. And I definitely will plan to play a lot more. And yeah, that's pretty much where I stand. So yeah. Thank you guys for all the support. And I just probably want to finish this off by telling you why I didn't upload yesterday and why I'm uploading today. Yesterday I made a community post about it, but just in case you didn't see it, I was having a lot of technical issues yesterday. I was trying to film the same video I was trying to record today. I tried to film it twice. It did not work. I needed to sort out technical issues, but I think I got it now. Depending on if you're actually seeing this video, that means I got it. If you aren't seeing this video, I'm probably just in a corner crying right now. Or maybe you'll commit murder. Somebody's going to die tonight. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I don't got anything else. So, I implore you guys to remember, like what you like, hate what you hate, just don't be a jerk about it. Salutations, and I'll see you later, y'all.